Leos. Hey, hey, welcome back. All right, so Leos, let's take a look at what is coming next week. So we'll just see where this all goes. Leo, by the way, Leos, I do want to mention I've been spending this weekend putting up some soundproofing and hopefully creating a better space for us. But also, I've got some things I've been prepping for adding into the channel, and especially before the holidays. So we'll be doing some fun stuff that I can't wait to share with you guys. So stay tuned for that. I'll make some announcements next week. We've got the Queen of Swords in the reverse. We have the Devil upright. We have the Empress upright. The Wheel of Fortune. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Nine of Cups upright. Okay, so hang on. There's a lot to unpack here. So this week feels like, I mean, come on, busy, busy time, right? That's a lot of cards. So first off, we have the Queen of Swords in the reverse. The Devil was sitting right next to it. So we've got possibly an angry Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or Capricorn. Somebody who is, I don't know if they're big mad. If they're breaking up with somebody, I don't feel like we don't have Leo here yet, right? We have somebody who could be having it out. They're breaking up with somebody. It could be just exactly the right time, because this to me says it's a breakup and they're really happy about it. And like I said, we don't have Leo like anywhere. I mean, like we're other than with the Wheel of Fortune, we can pull some Leo in there, but otherwise this could be somebody that is like was married and they are breaking away. They could also be looking at Leo, like Leo is a person that they'd want to marry. Somebody is breaking things off in, quite look, I don't know if someone is angry at a person for breaking up with them, but I will say it appears to me anyway that there has been a lot of toxicity for a long time. This could be somebody leaving their karmic, and they could be gravitating toward Leo, or they will be. All I can say is that I think somebody is breaking it off with their karmic, and they see Leo as the empress that they want to be with. They're very happy to be breaking it off. Okay, how does this impact Leo? Four of Swords to the Eight of Pentacles. So we definitely see somebody who is going to be, this is like been a long time of silence, but they're quietly working on, or they've been working on breaking off things with their karmic, and it's been a long silent journey. Okay, so they could be a King of Wands, or they're ready to be a King of Wands for Leo. We have Ace of Cups. We have Five of Swords. I would not be at all surprised if Leo hears from somebody, I don't know what their designation was before, but we see them now wanting to be Leo's perfect King of Wands. And I say perfect king because they're shifting into this fire energy. This is somebody who has been on the outskirts of Leo's life. You see them outside the castle walls here. This is somebody who is bringing a love offer. So it sounds like Leo could be hearing from somebody this week who's saying, I had a massive, argument with my karmic and we parted ways. They want to tell Leo this, but it's not just like, hey, I had a fight. Can I come sleep on your couch? No. This is somebody saying, like, I feel like it's been a pretty miserable journey for quite a while. And I just feel as if this character is like, no, I don't need to heal, Leo. I don't need time to be single and to heal. I was in a really rough place. It was fighting every single day. I already healed from the idea of leaving the karmic behind. I healed before I even walked out that door. It's just, it was such a crescendo. I don't know why they were, still dealing with a karmic anyway, but it does look like they actually concurrently, healed while dealing with a pretty miserable situation that they were in. So when they break free of it, they're saying, I'm completely done. I don't have any more to do. I don't have to be single. I don't have trauma that I haven't worked through, because I was doing that simultaneous to me ending this connection. That's how it seems to be. Maybe that's why Leo's like grabbing their head going, okay, wait a second. This is a lot to take in. So you are looking at me, because this could be somebody wants to propose to Leo. Literally, I just said that, by the way, at 4:44 on the clock there. So I don't know if Let me get another card here. Let's just get to Leo. The Devil, the Queen of Cups. If anything, Leo might say, I'm not so sure. Did I like manifest this? Is this the, is this my fault that they broke up? Was I the, the femme fatale, the alluring other person? Is this my fault? It almost feels like Leo's not necessarily going to trust that this person is breaking it off for the right reason. Knight of Swords. This is really fast. The Knight of Swords is really, really fast. And it says Leo might be saying, I think this is too fast. But on the other hand, if Leo wants his 10 of Cups, no matter how fast it seems like somebody just changed lanes, I wonder if Leo's like, I mean, maybe it's wrong of me, but I wanted exactly this. I wanted them to leave. Whatever they were, whatever unpleasant situation wasn't right for them, I guess I've wanted them to come into my world. It almost feels like, there's a lot to be said for, oh, let's do things slow at this pace and take everything by the book. And then there's other times where it's like, what's wrong is wrong and what's right is right. And it's time to just take the leap and get into the right lane and just keep, like, why waste any more time? And I almost think Leo is going to be like trying to tell themselves, because I can't get over Leo grabbing their head going, how is this possible? The divine timing is here. By the way, sorry guys, I was painting today also. So sorry, I got green paint on me. But it looks like Leo is grabbing their head going, I don't see how this is, something that I can just jump into, but it does feel like it's right. But on the other hand, is this me being toxic? If I love this person and they're suddenly free and they're suddenly coming into my world, can I really just say, but I want this? So do I have to wait? Do I have to delay? I mean, universe is kind of making it sound like this is all systems go. I almost think, when the universe comes in and opens up a door like this and it channels, like this possibility that wasn't there before, and all of a sudden we can just run with it, we can go with it. It almost feels to me like, I mean, why can't Leo just run with it and go with it? That it feels like that's what Leo wants to do or will want to do. We have the Four of Pentacles sideways, but they're still kind of like, this could be a week where this is a bit overwhelming. This is like heaven and hell all mushed into one, because we got the devil, we got worries and fears, but then we also got what we want, which is joy and happiness. And should I wait? Should we have like some respectful time period before we try being together? I don't know. This feels like it's happening really, really fast, but it also kind of looks amazing. So I'm not sure. Even if it's unconventional, why would Leo have to wait? Why would they have to wait? If everything that they're saying is true, I've left a karmic. It was a horrendous scenario, and I was healing even while I was still there, which is why I'm now completely single, free in body, mind, and spirit, and I can actually be with Leo now. It just kind of feels like this could be the week that somebody, their whole life changes, and they really change lanes, and they really come into Leo's world. Let me get one more here just for kind of the situation. We have an Emperor and we have the Seven of Pentacles sideways. This almost says there's been enough time spent, enough time wasted. I love that song so much. This is the last worthless evening that you'll have to spend. Just give me a chance. It's Don Henley, right? The lyrics in that song are so nice. But it really feels like if they're here and they're roaring and they're ready to be Leo's partner and they're ready to be the King of Wands and full-blown Emperor, I do think it looks like Leo could be getting a full-on, like this person's proposing. This is the whole thing. I'm not coming to try to date you, Leo. I'm coming to like make you mine. We have an Emperor and an Empress in this story. Why do we have to wait? I mean, it feels like they're coming in already talking about things like marriage. I know that seems like a lot, but those are the cards that we got. You watch them pop out, and those are the cards that we roll with. I honor whatever comes out, and we work with whatever the story is. Let's go ahead and ask, is there anything else coming in this week for Leo? Anything else just to prepare for, think about? Eight of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Three of Cups, Four of Wands. Somebody else could be getting engaged. Also, Leo could hear that their friends are getting married. Leo could be there when two people meet, and Leo could be instrumental, like matchmaker style, putting two friends together. And, it could be like, oh my God, this feels like kismet. There is something, this is a week of partnerships, of love, of open hearted energy. Leo could also spend some time with an ancestor. This could be a nana. This could be, having some advice from an elder. And it could be hearing something about someone's own personal life story and love story, what they experienced in their life. Because she has gray hair here and here. And now we're applying it to individuals that still have, more colorful hair. So I'm wondering if this is like there's an ancestor, or there's lots of times our ancestors give us advice through other people's mouths if they're not here on this side of the rainbow bridge. So it could be just anyone who's like a wise soul could talk to Leo a little bit about love. And all around them, I feel like Leo's going to feel like closeness and relationships and bonds. Leo could spend time, like I said, with an elder or with a nana or, grandmother or somebody. And it's like, oh, that's so great to spend time with a, somebody who's a wise elder. Leo could spend time with friends. Leo could spend time with friends that are happily married. And it's like everywhere I look, there's friendship, there's partnerships, there's love. Those are the things worth putting our most effort into. Also, I don't know if Leo's doing a sewing project this week, but this Leo certainly could be doing a sewing project. And it could be like maybe they have to like go into I'm picturing somebody walking into like a shop, and there's like all kinds of, I don't know if it's like quilting store or fabric store or craft store, but it could be there that Leo has some really nice, conversation with whomever works there. And it could just have much to do with, I don't know, with talking about like life experiences and as it pertains to love. This is about the fabric of our lives. This week, I think, is going to be something that prepares Leo to like really carpe diem and, take steps to really focus on the things that matter most in our lives, which tend to be the people that we love, the relationships that matter most. This doesn't say what Leo's supposed to do or going to do. It just says some of the most important things we humans will probably ever do is to love people. That's one of the most meaningful things. That's the kind of stuff we never forget. So if this is a week of love and a week of, recognizing that maybe is the most important thing, is giving and sharing love with our friends, with our family, with the people that we're in love with, I could see why this would be a really satisfying week, even if one that moves really fast. All right, I'm going to leave this here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up and subscribing. I really appreciate you guys. Bye for right now.